Hello everyone. Welcome to Click Around and Find Out. Normally it's Office Hours with Amber, but this is a sub-series. A way for me to explore my creative interests and show y'all how my brain works. And I think it's a very effective training strategy. And so a lot of times, let's make sure. Normally audio's working. Fantastic. This is much earlier than my normal live streams. Usually I'm on at Monday at 7 p.m. EST. So this is a whole 5 hours earlier, which is why I'm so blessed that we have Sam, who's in the chat. She is one of my European friends. And so I'm very blessed that I am branching out to have sub-series that are, these will be more one-off-ish as I find a bit of software, or I have the time, or I'm feeling creative and explorative. That's when I'm going to use Click Around and Find Out, because there's actually 2 to 3 areas that I want, like softwares that I've been wanting to invest more time researching or looking into, learning more about. So from Office Hours with Amber on Monday, I explored the idea that my task and habit management has been lackluster for the past few months. And my Finchbird, the data corrupted, like that my last straw has broken. So the straw that broke the camel's back, yeah, somewhere in the middle of there. Anyway, so I'm exploring today xTiles, and this is, I hypothesize, going to be an exciting habit task project manager for me. It might not be the most serious work of art technologically, especially for my normal Excel users, but that's not the point. I'm here to find a tool that is novel, provides enough value, holds me accountable, or at least creates some bounds for me to do that, and then also is within my capacity. Because sometimes I think what my problem with Notion is that every tutorial you saw, you could either do it the like easy way or the difficult way, and that's the same with every bit of software ever. But I heard about xTiles from I think her name's Jessica McCabe. She runs the How to ADHD YouTube channel, and she mentioned that it's really hard to mess up xTiles. And I think right now, in the state of kind of ADHD tool flux I'm in, I really need something that's basic but has the ability to be pretty complex. So I clicked around a little bit on Monday, and I found that there's a lot of cool functionality that impressed me, even without having to do a lot of legwork to connect everything together. And you'll see what I mean here shortly. But today, if you have, let's say, you want to click, I would say even clicking around in Excel, there's buttons that are hiding right in front of your face. And so oftentimes the best way I learn how to use something is by literally clicking around, finding out what the button does. That's the whole essence of it. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting on some like vibey music from YouTube. I put the link in the chat for the music I'm going to be listening to. Feel free to put me on mute, hang out, body double, whatever you'd like. If there's something you want to investigate, I encourage you to do that. If you want to follow along and partake in the free trial of xTiles, feel free. I already paid for I think it's like the mid-tier version because I want to be able to click through some of the more advanced functions, and I see it as kind of like business exploration. So yeah. Anyways, you're playing Hello Kitty Adventure as a, oh my gosh, I love that game. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was either that one or there was like a Tamagotchi Island. Regardless, if you're also looking, Sam, if you're looking for another game, which I don't think that's what you asked. You didn't ask that at all. But I've been playing this game called Dinkum lately. And it's wonderful fun, and it's just enough challenge, and it keeps I've played it for like 15 hours, and I've not played a video game that consistently and been that interested. Usually I hit like a plateau of like, oh, this is getting a little too difficult. So I would say Dinkum is basically like Australian Animal Crossing with hunting and stuff. Anyways, but yes, I will have to look into Hello Kitty Adventure. I love it. I love it. Okay, going to put the music on and share my screen, and we'll see if I put everything together correctly. And I don't know if the music is going to be loud or soft for you guys, so you let me know if it's annoying. Okay, here we go. And then I don't know if it's super visible to see everything on my screen, so if it's kind of choppy and weird, let me know. So traditionally, I clicked around a little bit in the templates, which there are like 1 gazillion templates, and you can even create your own templates and use those. For today, I'm going to be trying to build something from scratch, and so realistically, what I'm trying to do is I have so many of these physical to-do lists, I have digital to-do lists. I really want to be able to break into, and let me pull up my list. Napkins. You know how they call it napkin math? Like numbers you do quickly on the back of the napkin? There we go. Okay, so basically what I want to do, these are features that I want to be able to utilize and make sure that xTiles has today. So basically recurring habit management. Like I don't want to have to set up, do the laundry every Sunday. Can't be bothered. I would like it to just have some sort of recurring feature. Recurring and one-off task management, category and project management. So if I have big projects, I want to be able to subcategorize tasks into those projects. And then I'm also going to be exploring what it looks like on my phone as well as the computer, and see if there's any like calendar integration. The other thing I saw is you can go from day to day, week to week, month to month, and I want to be able to create a backlog as well. And again, recurring. So those are kind of some of the staples of things I'm looking for as I click around. But I'm also, the nice thing about the click around and find out kind of methodology is it leaves the world entirely open. So like if I find a button that does something cool that I didn't know about, then that thrills me. Also, perhaps some ADHD medication. I've got this weird tickle in my throat, so if I keep coughing, I'm sorry about it. What a blessing. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. This is like exploring software, I think, is the closest I can get to a flow state. Especially, yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it. Enough. It's not called chit chat and find out. It's called click around and find out. So I'm going to leave this little, I'm going to put a sticky note.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone.
No ads. We do not mess. Let's see. We're moving to a new YouTube video. Okay. Okay, I've got my sticky note. What I like about the sticky note app is that you can, like, even if I click on other things, it keeps the sticky note on top. I think people know that, but it's still nice. Let's leave you there. Okay. Okay, new project. So, also with clicking around and finding out, I'm gonna take this off screen actually. I don't need that on here. What I like about, perhaps a little quieter. She's in my face a little. What I like, my methodology is I kind of like work left to right and then up and down and then left to right and then up and down. And so I'll kind of click through each at a time. So for instance, and you'll kind of see this as I go, but okay, so we press the new button. Now we've got 5 new buttons that came up. So again, left to right. So we've got some sort of generative AI. Great. Copy. And then I'll click through every single button. And that's where we might have to make this even bigger because there's a lot of very small buttons. It'll be fine. Clicking through copy as image. I'm like, okay, what can I do with that? So then it copied it like it's no. Oh. Testing. Okay, paste. I wonder, yeah, okay, so it's an image so you can't edit. That's great. That's great. Okay, but that's the methodology, is truly one button at a time. Click. What does it do? What's this little question mark? This is the equivalent to some as paint drying, but to me, I love it. So I'm gonna basically be nonverbal for the next perhaps 4 hours, but if you're looking to learn more about xTiles, you're gonna learn a lot by just clicking around and finding out. So I digress. I like that it has an internal, like a tasks log inside of here. And then I think you can, whoa. Like, this is what I'm saying, is without me networking anything together, it already has these like planner places where it's bringing things together, which I think is truly shocking. Like, there's the My Planner, and then inside of that, so let's name this something relevant. Click around, find out. Oot. There's just so many cool buttons. What is really cool is that you can embed Airtable into it. I'm excited to see how that works together, because if I can link this to my Airtable, because that's where I'm using like most of my data lives right now, this could be, I mean, they're just, the opportunities are endless. The other cool thing is tasks. So from a task I entered here, again, I didn't have to build anything. Mazel tov. Tomorrow. Going back to tasks, everything's already all connected, which is nice because I didn't have to like create 6 tables in it. Oh my gosh. I'm so... I wonder where... Let's see. Spotify, streamer friendly playlist. I wonder if they have one. Going to Spotify. See, the last time I used Spotify, I got copywritten out the wazoo, even though it said Twitch safe or whatever. Like, that's what gets me a little messed up. Twitch safe lo-fi. We're gonna go with it, and that's what the Google said. So I'm gonna check the audio, because I'm afraid that this is gonna be you guys getting your ears blasted off by the music, but I don't think it will. Worth checking before sitting here for 4 hours. We're gonna go with it, and that's what the Google said. So this is getting a little too difficult. Learn more about xTiles. Good enough, honestly. All right, we're back in. Locked in. Oh. I think that's an AI section. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it even asked for a new page. Okay, well, let's see what it thinks testing is gonna mean. Well, I get it. Hide dots. Ooh. I like that you can like publish and save as a template. Especially for Office Hours of the Amber last year, that would have been kind of nice to be able to give out the template and like the workbook. That would have been nice. Because this is just, this does not feel overwhelming, you know? And I think Excel is overwhelming for some folks. Property. Oh, you can add new fields. Wonderful. I wonder what priority. I wonder if there's, you can like put your own emojis. Interesting. And you can drag it. That's really nice. What I don't like about some assignee fields and some action log tracker things is that if you're not a user, you can't assign it to them there. So you end up having to make a new column so that you know who to keep track. Like if they're not actively in this action log, you would have to create a new column, say requested by, or like, because I like not just assignee, but like requested by and responsible for, so that I remember like who asked me. Well, I guess that's the created by, but like usually I'll end up putting, let's see if the other person, if I could put someone else's email in there or something. No, you can't. It just has to be users in it. I don't love that, but that's okay. That's pretty standard. And for like the automations of like what they do of like notifying in or maybe putting it on their planner, I get it. Not my favorite, but that's okay. I do like that you can copy the link to the individual action items as well. Inbox. I wonder. Might be a setting on. Okay. For the purposes of today, I'm probably not gonna sync my Outlook calendar until I'm not streaming, but ooh, that's kind of nice. You can import from a CSV. Beautiful. Export to. That is interesting. Maybe, wait a minute. Well, that's cool. Can you export tables to CSV? That's the bigger question I have. Because if not, they're trying to trap you in there. Not saying that they're trying to trap you. I'm just saying that it is weird. Okay, they have an export to CSV. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, wonderful. Okay, we're back on top. That's fine. That is fine. I would suggest if you are using any new software and they have templates, use the templates first to get inspiration, then go mess around, because otherwise situations like where you're in Excel, and if you don't know that Excel can do all this crazy big stuff, you might think that it's just like a grocery list. But once you start to see inspirational ideas, I have enough inspiration. I'm just like truly clicking around to find out. Okay, we're back. I don't need to keep justifying why I'm doing this. I'm just doing it. I need to knock it off. I just need to knock it off. Okay, so interesting. Delete versus archive. So it seems like creating new pages, you can either create like an entirely new thing or a new view of what you're already kind of working with. So we're just gonna go. I also love the timeline view where, like, especially because there's projects that I work on for longer durations of time or things that take more than a day. And I think you can see this in, I think you can like zoom in. I think maybe I'm lying to you. Create a new property. What does that mean? Because sometimes you want to be able to see it in different like time durations. So like monthly, weekly, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. I don't use these kind of views often, but if I had a good way to... Gantt charts are just like always so weirdly hard to make in whatever program. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I like that the library houses all of the like files in one place. Not important right now. Okay, I've got a vibe of what's going on up here, which is nice. I kind of like the cover image. How do you change that? Change. Ooh. Let's see. Dang. You could put videos up there? Huh. If you're wondering what the video is, let me see if I can show it. How cute is that? So silly. So silly. This for commands. Oh! I also like that you can kind of, it's pretty flexible and ongoing to make pages. Oh. Ooh. I need to get my brand colors. Also, shout out Kzoom for doing my... Oh my gosh, hi Jack, how are you? How are you doing? How is the day? Sorry, just grabbing my brand colors. There we go. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Missed most of it while cooking. Oh, the nice thing about click around and find out is there's no missing anything. I'm just clicking around and finding out what xTiles does. That's the thing. It's like it's not. I have like it's the more I try to create structure around click around and find out, the more I'm like, wait a minute. It's just here's how I look. I basically what I want to show with click around and find out is that you can learn a lot by just clicking buttons. And every software that I've become really good at is usually because I just clicked around more than other people. Like there's waiting around for a tutorial or for someone to teach you exactly the right thing. It's just like, it is great to watch tutorials and do trainings and do all of those things. But like similar with like Power Query, it's like you learn a lot by just all the buttons. But I digress. I digress. Wonder if I can load all my brand colors. Okay, we have FOA 287. Also, side note, Jack, you said D&D. Have you ever watched Critical Role on YouTube? Wait, do you watch it too? Okay. We need to take a moment for Critical Role. Okay, so I also heart Jester and Ford. Just started watching, so I didn't watch campaign 1. I'm just now starting campaign 2. Like I'm like 4 episodes in, and I know that I have like Thursday. Jack, you don't need to do anything, but go to YouTube. Yeah, Critical Role. I'm starting campaign 2, and I'm not a D&D person. I didn't think I was, and I don't think I am. I do think that watching a bunch of voice actors play D&D is very entertaining and like so wonderful and explorative and fun. I don't think I'm ever going to be the person to be able to like act all that stuff out and voices and all that stuff. Like it's like one of those things that I think if I had enough friends that I was consistently meeting with, which is never, but like so I'm like 6 episodes in, but those episodes are long, but it's really, it's a lot of fun. So that's like what my background, like while I'm working, I'll play that. Yes, you mentioned D&D. So anyways, just needed to nerd out a little on that. Okay, back on subject. Oh, nice. And then I'm missing A few brand colors that I've included or that I've added lately, I don't have the numbers for. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to give that a try. Okay, I'm glad I have all of my brain colors in now, so I can just select between those. That will be nice. We need like a fun name for the Amber's manager. I feel like she needs a name or something. xTiles, xTina. Life planner. Whatever. We're just gonna call it that. Okay. Collection? What's a collection? Okay, although it's called Click Around and Find Out, we find new words while clicking around and then we watch videos to see what they mean.
Collection. To organize your information into logical knowledge bases that facilitate navigation and establish connections between elements. One way to create a collection page is by clicking the plus icon in the project header. Collection page gallery of individual cards with short descriptions and media files. Cards have fixed sizes and can be moved relative to each other. You can create cards directly in the collection or add blocks from any project page. To detail the block menu you want to add. To do this, open the block menu, hover over Add to Collection. The open menu displays a list of all collections in the project. Click plus Create New facilitates planning and tracking events. Calendar by dragging. Adding blocks.
Maybe collections are like categories?
You can change the color and order.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Okay, so, Okay. Okay. We will sort out collections later. But I kind of like that you can have those elements on all these different pages instead of... Yeah. We'll figure that out later. Widget. Ooh! okay. Not a lot of widgets, but that's okay. I do like that you can like embed and put code in here as well. That's kind of nice. A nested page? Okay, I think I need to just I need to start building stuff. I don't think I need an inbox. Oh, I'll just hide that for now. I'll hide this for now. Uh-oh. Planner. Tasks. I like that you can see tasks on any page. Delete. Notifications. Yeah, having all of those right here is kind of nice. What I also like is that I think you can search an index similar to OneNote. However, I will never move out of OneNote for most things. Okay, I just want a header. Let's see. Let's just see what their AI's got. Let's see what they have to say. New project, new page, current page. I want 3 headers. Whoa. Oh, wow. Oh. I do like that you can quickly add things to where on the calendar. And I believe that you can time block and put it like works both ways with your Outlook, like with your calendar. So like each day you can kind of build out your day based on your time blocks, which I do all the time, which would be really nice. But we'll see. How do I add a new column? Oh, there we go. These colors don't quite go together, but that's okay. Bye, Jack. Thanks for coming. Wish I could multi-select. I don't love that. Ooh. Banjo, why are we upset? Why are we so grumpy? You can't see it, but Banjo is stressing. There were so many storms last night, I know. Oh my goodness. He has been groomed, so he is a naked boy. Oh my goodness, you smell good. I know the neighbors. We are getting grumpies. Go to bed. Go to bed. You're fine. Okay, back on subject.
Anytime new task, webinar task for example, and anytime I want to make this task much more flexible, customizable, I click on the date and time, and if I want to have repeated task, I go to no repeat section, click on
Oh.
now we have every weekday, and now we have this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh. Custom. Ooh, cool. Wait, cool. What's nice about that is I wonder. The thing about repeating tasks in other platforms is if, like, sometimes with the repeating, when you check it, like if you don't check it off yesterday, it'll basically make you check off for every day. So let's see what this he's got to say.
Custom option. For example, if you have like a weekly stand-up or reflection, so it's much easier to create one event with repeating options every day. So now you can have skip weekends. So now you will have tasks, as I mentioned, every week, like weekday, and you can customize, for example, every second or every third day, or you can use small options. Not only about day, but it's also about a week, month, and a year. We have not only day, but we have week. You can say like every week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, for example. Or you can use months option and it will say like every 10th of the month. Or you can use every first or second Wednesday of the month. And the same with year, but it will be not super flexible. It will be like every 2 years, like every other year, every 3 years, or whatever.
Let's see what Reddit has to say. This was 8 months ago. Within Planner it works. Within Honestly, I think I should probably start with the planner and then build a page off of the planner. Ooh. And then my sub project, yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Yeah. That's what I need to do because then I can have, so I have my like kind of 8 categories of life, or like my 8 primary focuses: self, system, spark, squad. And inside of those, what you saw with my categories, I think those need to be my sub projects. And then I'm giving my whole, then I have enough room. I think what my problem in the past is that I'm trying to chase too many chickens in the same place. So if I have a sub project for myself, mental development, or like learning and journaling and all of that, or physical health, like how am I tracking like my movement and my health and wellness. So by having my sub projects inside of the, I think I need to just use the planner section really properly, and then I can build cute things independently after. When you're right, you're right. Sometimes the path of least resistance is the one that they present to you. I think there's sometimes that I think like, surely my ADHD brain will not, like, they're not going to teach it in a way that makes sense for me. But it's like literally built for people with ADHD. So it's like, oh, the the it's kind of like Nemo when they're saying like go like the trend. Like I'm speaking in tongues. In I think in Nemo they were saying don't go through the trench, go like above it or something, and then they go through the trench. Rather, sometimes the slow way is the fast way. I think I'm full of shit. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna use sub projects. Ooh, yeah. Let's do it. And then I think what I could do is even make sub projects for like in business. I have like sub components. I wonder. Maybe inside of sub projects, there's like a yeah. There might be another tagging system inside of that. Central Hub for managing your one-pager projects as creating them directly. Yes. So smart. I just need to like let it work. So Untitled is the one that I just made. So I think we're going to go all projects. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. I kind of don't like having the top banner photo because it just takes away too much real estate on the screen. To be fair, I am zoomed in for the for the stream right now, but Central Hub for all of my projects. Okay, music back on. Let's get back into it. I think, okay. I have other ideas also now. So, I think the tags will be the 8 categories of my life. The sub project, so like the tag would be business, but the subcategories would be peachy profitability, client 1, client 2, client 3, office hours with Amber, engineering improv, click around and find out. Those would all have their own individual, or maybe it might be like YouTube is the sub page, and then I could organize my thoughts on that. So the tags are going to relate to my 8 categories of life. Then that I can assign big goals in those subcategories for the subsections. Yeah, that's what I think. Now sometimes like some of my subcategories is like people who inspire me. Now that could be people who inspire me in all of these areas, but I think my intentional efforts to connect myself with people and communities that inspire me needs to have its own focus. And that's why I wanted to do it this way, because oftentimes I lose track of the plot by looking at the transactional or like the tactical, what I need to be doing. Yeah. Yep. I'm feeling good. I think honestly what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the nonsense task that I just put in there. Whoa. We'll go back and clean that up later. I wish there was a way to edit what you have from inside of here without having to like edit your options within here. That's okay. Okay. These are crazy long tags, but I don't care. Because we are decentralizing from perfectionism, and that is a lifelong struggle. Every time I think that I'm getting closer to knocking this whole perfectionism shit off, right back where I started, which is not discouraging to me. I had a really great conversation with Jen Magley yesterday. Jennifer Magley, Mama Mags, Instagram. I think her Instagram name is just Jennifer Magley now. And she was just hyping me up and said so many like great things. And she was saying like, there's no such thing as like too much promoting yourself or like too much or like, and she had this fun quote. She was like, I am so insignificant, but she didn't say it in a negative way. She was saying it like, I'm insignificant, so I could post as much as I want about myself. Who cares? Like, keep going, you know? And so I have this, it's like kind of a nice, and that's where your perfectionism often, let me turn this down a little. Your perfectionism is often times trying to get you to like think that people care about what you're doing more than they are, so that it prevents you. It makes your perfectionism is this evil little just parasite in your brain that's constantly saying you're too full of yourself, or that's not good enough, or you could do better, or I know I've seen you do better, why aren't you doing that? Like, you shouldn't post this until it's perfect, or you shouldn't post this until it's at the standard that you're normally doing, and people are going to think you're unprofessional, or it's just this incessant little rat in your brain that's just. And she's like, well, and just her saying like, I am insignificant, although it's like, it sounds self-degrading, but it's more of to quiet the perfectionist rat parasite in your brain to say like, so what if I post this crazy video of like me being like my full energy and my full self or my full this? It's like, nobody's even watching that close. And if they are, great. And they might have constructive feedback and I'd love to hear it. But it's like and that's where I'm getting excited to like just start letting my weird out, which is what Click Around and Find Out is. But anyways, yes, I am wonderfully insignificant. What a gift. Because it is. Like, life is so hyper and serious. So like, why would I stop like, I love video editing and content creation and making people laugh, making myself laugh more. Like, it's never about other people, but it's always like an added little heartwarming moment to like make other people laugh or help someone else with something. And so if that's the mantra that's going to get me to post more or share what I know more, I'm okay to use that. So anyways, side note, with engineering, a lot of it is about optimization, maximizing, minimizing, like the best of the best of the best. And it's taken a long time for me to de-engineer my personal life, my creative side, because there's no optimal art. You know, and to say this live stream is art is really funny, but it kind of is in its own way. So that's where I'm trying, like, I'm using this. I even like character counts. Like, why do I care how long the tags are? Like, my brain is incessantly thinking about, like, well, the readability of the tag. Who has to read it? Me. So why do I care if I know what it means? So I digress. Yeah. I say all this because I imagine there is, I'm gonna say friend, family. I'm imagining there is some other, this is all stuff that I wish I could have told myself or heard from someone earlier in life. I don't think even if I would have heard it earlier in life that I would have believed it, but I mean, even now I have to keep saying it because I even forget. Mentorship. So there's two sections about, it's kind of three sections about people because I love people. So there's like squad. Let me do this. Also, I don't like this song. Anyways, so in these 8 sections, basically spark, who inspires me, like gets my creative engines running, and then squad is like who I inspire and giving back, because there's friendship of like people who I'm investing in that kind of locally, but then like how am there, it seems like there's no like charity or giving, but like this is where I want to give back to people like me who have gone through, that are going through similar things. Like that is like life driving force of like, how can I help the late diagnosed ADHD engineer woman, that like it could be easier, and like giving them like inspiring those, like basically constantly talking to Amber a year ago, or Amber 5 years ago, or Amber 10 years ago. Like that is like something I'm deeply passionate about, because not that I think the life world needs more of me. I just think more of me, or more people invested in, results in better world, and like more inquisitive thinkers, more tinkerers, more engineers, more like inspired people, and more inspired, happy, joyful, hopeful people leads to happier world. So especially in this climate and environment we're living in, I think that is my form of charity and giving back to my communities, no matter how silly and dumb it is. But that's okay. That's okay with me. Okay, I don't need to focus. I don't need to do nothing. Okay, tags. So now I'm going to leave these four alone because I want to look at them later. Remove. Okay, so I want to make, I like that these projects also have time frames on them. That is kind of nice. So I could say, okay, actually, idea. I could say like 26 goals, and it's really from here to, how many days are in the year? Yeah. So like then when I get to 2027, I could just copy paste this. Ooh. The tag would be all of them, but yeah. Cool. Wonder if there's like a cute photo. I'm excited about this. I think I just needed to start with the My Planner. Habit tracking. Okay. I'm going to, it's already an hour. Okay. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, and I encourage, if you have been working on something for the last hour, stretch your legs. We'll be back in 5. Yeah, stretch your legs. Take a beat. I will be right back. We are back and ready to rip. Just need to grab a little water. Let's see. Audio's still on. I never quite know. Audio's on, audio's on, audio's on. Okay. Back into it. I'm excited. Man, xTiles, it's not often that I get excited about new software because oftentimes they're just... I get excited about new software often. It's not often I get excited about the... Oops. Not often I get excited about... When I get excited about new software, I sometimes get nervous to tell other people about that new software because sometimes it's like difficult to set up. But this, I can see how easy it would be for a lot of people like me to be able to quickly utilize it. And I think by me clicking around and finding out, then I'm going to probably make like some sort of short video, like a speed run, and like set up your 2026. And like, that's the other thing is it's March, but who cares? 2026, we got 9 more months. So much time. Okay. I'm good. I want a picture. Wonder how you add a picture. Is it this? No. You know what? Maybe the picture is just of the page. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. It's just a picture of like this. Yeah, I'm silly. Okay. So I know some form of habit tracking is going to be good for the mental. The physical will be health and wellness. Travel, I'm going to be honest, I don't care about travel. I traveled myself out last year, or like in the last 6 months, and like I waste so much money traveling for like... I would say if I am to travel, I think I'm going to probably do like trade shows where I'm talking to more industry folks. But other than that, I don't like travel. I love vacation. I would love a vacation, but I'm vacationed out. I got work to do. Personal finance. I don't need that. Okay, cool. 2, knocked out. That's great. Systems, financial, hilarious. I'm gonna keep that one in Excel probably. Systems, I'm gonna say there's gonna be a... Peachy Systems. Not what I meant. GTD Systems. Let me change the colors of these. Where did mentorship go? I don't know if I want to make them yearly or if it's like an ongoing thing. I think I need to. I think 2026 goals will bring everything together, but not set on it. Okay. Pursuit of creative wonder. I do think I want to like actively invest in like click around and find out in like the YouTube channels to like that's the point of creative wonder, is like creating cool OBS templates and like clipping up the videos and doing something with it. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, can't copy and paste. I don't like that. Interesting. Whoa. Need to make a project for that. I think I want to have like a kind of recurring like focus people, like intentionally scheduling time, because and this sounds like kind of silly, but like I want to make sure that I'm seeing like my parents, my sister, my niece routinely, my friends, like how am I, like, even if it's like, especially with ADHD, like the permanence of, if it's not directly in my face, I feel like I go months without talking to anybody. So I don't think it's the craziest idea to have kind of like a friend and family habit tracker of like how often am I reaching out, or putting like, even actually it'd be nice to have a calendar of like all of my friends' events and like cool things I can go support them with. Like Sam has her the bar has they're doing a St. Patrick's Day thing this weekend. I would love to not track that on my like professional calendar, but we'll see. I don't know. I think it'd be nice to track like putting kind of an objective value to like my effort as a friend, not the other way around. That's not the point. It's like how much am I investing in my friendships? You know what I mean? I don't like that it doesn't autofill either. Like if I do systems, and I think I pressed this one. Yeah, okay, I don't like that. Because it makes you have to basically go and use your mouse. That's okay. I just don't love it. Create a time, don't need that. I have all of my backlog of things. And I think if I, based on my projects I have here, could subcategorize them in there. She is a rat's nest. Oof. But maybe... okay. Maybe, location, life planner, my tasks. Because then in the, like, client projects, I can have then each page for a different client. And then all of my tasks come here. Then I could create a templated page for a client. Yeah. Like a canvas, which I think I would need to do their own pages. And if they're, because I think you can share, you can like give guest users access. I do like that they have like purchasable templates as well. because when people are making them, you don't have to go to like Etsy or somewhere outside of it. You could just see it from in here. Like, so aesthetic and cute. And I'm gonna be doing the Artist Way program, so I'm excited to like maybe do an Artist Way one. Actually, let's put it in the planner. xTiles sharing one page of a. Wonder if you can share like. I don't think I need the live planner because we have the regular planner, so I'm gonna delete it. And that's the thing, is that it's a perfectionist thing. It's like, why do we keep deleting things? Let's do this. xTiles, my planner versus other pages.
For sponsoring today's video. Hi everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can use all the new features, and we'll get into all of those, but this is the main layout of, just click on the title of each month, consistent, customize it.
Wait a minute. Ooh, I'm so dumb. I forgot again. Where does this link from? I wonder. Okay. This is a really silly test, but I want to see if then I go to the next week and I do that again, and then I go back a week, if it'll save. So that's nice that you don't have to recreate things. I wonder, can you duplicate xTiles? Can you have two my planners? Because I like the date functionality of that. Let's see what it has to say. My planner. Nope, not what I want to do. Oop. See, what's weird with this is that it doesn't look like you can roll the tasks. Let's see. So like when you're done with each of those, oh, one moment. Apparently, someone. I'm gonna freak out. This is very silly. My bank thinks that I am fraudulent. So it's like making me review the last 15 transactions, and I'm like, okay, we're back. Oh my gosh, I got like 4 phone calls while we were sitting here, and I'm like, excuse? Nope, just, okay, crisis averted, I guess. Getting crazy. Yeah, getting all the, when you like start getting phone calls and you're like, nah, they're probably fine. But then as you get more phone calls, you're like, is something happening? Anyways, okay, back on subject. Back on subject. Oh, I'm not even connected to my Bluetooth. Silly girl, silly girl. There we go. We're back. Side note, if you're tuning in just now, welcome. This is Click Around and Find Out, and I'm clicking around and trying to just noodle around in xTiles to see what I can mess with and learn. I want to make my 2026 and my project and my task managers all in here, but I'm trying to learn the bounds of like what works well, what doesn't, and we'll see. So the cool thing about this also is you can get like a full planner that has like multiple pages and functions. For instance, this already has like a pre-built all of these pages. Or you can just get individually made pages. So like client work. A community hub. So then you can show like it will pre-build all those pages. But templates sometimes work for me, sometimes not. I just feel like trapped in some of them. But it's nice to see what they got going on. I think for the repeatability, my planner is going to be the best for me using individually. I don't love all of this, but I believe you can change it. And I do like that you could toggle between like your day view, and if I had this zoomed out like a normal person at 100%, you'd be able to see all of it in one place. So if I set it up well in my planner and it connects to all my pages well, then I think it will all in a nice way. And what I like is that you can toggle to each of the months without having to like rebuild the whole damn thing. So change the template. Oh, they have templates inside of Planner. Wonderful. Gosh, they get us. Oh, this is huge. The problem is I just keep grass is greenering myself, so I'm like, ooh, what about this? What about this? How about that? What about this? Okay, I kind of like this. We're gonna add it. Oh, I don't want to add it to that one. And then what would be nice is if I could I think this is just notes. So I could say like, Sub-projects, you can link them here. Nice. That's really good. That's really good. That's really wonderful. But I wonder, copy link. Not what I wanted to do. I don't think that's doing what I think it's doing. Maybe it's an embed. Whoops. I like how it's just a little horse. I don't think we need him. Let's do this. So the weird part is that it will let you create a new subtask, but not display subtasks that already kind of exist. Unless I'm making that up. Collections. That's what they meant by that. And this might be me trying to make it do like this. So what I'm thinking is that probably the planner is the end point where everything gets stored. And then when you're in the individual pages, you can pull things back out. So I think that's what that means, to be honest. Then you can link pages from those. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm in. I agree. I think that makes that now because what I was trying to do was I was like, oh, well, why would I, like, if they don't link, then why would I make all these other pages? Which is not what it is. So then what I want to do is I want to make a client management. And so we're going to start with like more of the engineering improv instead of like inside of here taking my backlog of tasks that I have. So I'm gonna take that from Airtable, and maybe I could just embed the Airtable table. Maybe. Let's see how that works. I have to paste it in. Oh, I think I would have to make it public. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I'm going to take my whole backlog and I'm going to export it. CSV. And then heavy perhaps if I can import it. Table. We're gonna see if I actually use collections correctly. Oh, you can do calculations in here. Very basic ones. That's cute. We love. Maybe just a table page. Then I can... Whoops. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I'm missing something. Also, I love that it has a Pomodoro timer inside of it. Wonderful. I think there was an import button earlier. Let's go see if that was in the planner. Don't group. Workbook settings. Workbook settings. Workbook settings. Oh. Just like that. Nice. Wonderful. That was so fast. Nice. Okay. Don't need this. Don't need this. Eventually might need that. Well... Can you... File. There we go. Date, idea from email. Shift tab doesn't work? Are you kidding? That's okay. I wonder if that will... Yes! The comma did work the way I thought it would. That's really great. Oh no. My Shayla. That's okay. I'll use that in the future. I'm going to delete lead company because that will only be on a subtable that is inside of... They will all live in their own subtables, but they will all be tasks that will end up somewhere else, but that's good. Okay, so you have to click and drag. Some of the shortcuts in here are a little different than what I would expect, but like not the biggest of deals. It's like weird you can't like shift select many and like bulk action. Kind of strange. Kind of strange. I think task tables are like the tables look very similarly, but there is like it's kind of like 0 and null being looking the same but not operating the same, and like their logic doesn't work the same. Convert table to tasks in xTiles. Is that a thing?
Hi to all. Today, how are checkboxes different? This helps to keep all of them. In the right menu, you can connect your Google Calendar to xTiles Calendar in xTiles to efficiently manage your tasks and time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask our support.
Wizard.
Ready.
Healer.
It's Tony, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So about a year ago, I posted a video about how I organize my life using Google Calendar, and a lot of you guys seem to like it. So as you can see here, I have a thing called MySpace. So this is a project, and you can create multiple projects within xTiles, but personally, I've only created one so far. I've only, again, been using xTiles for a month, so I'm still creating my space to be exactly the way I use xTiles, have everything in my space. So at the top here, I have a banner. You can upload your own photo. Personally, I like to attach recipes, wish list, resources, and references tabs. And each one of those tabs will bring you to that page. So customized table, different paragraphs there, an affirmation that I try to keep
I could
in mind
not
throughout
mark
the
the
day.
hours
My
that passed.
today's
That's
to-do list.
wild.
I like to do. Oops. Why isn't it typing? Playing ahead. I'm like, I don't actually know.
xTiles. Let's look at project management.
I think I just found the app that's going to replace everything. Kind of just automatically adjust based on where I to get in here and almost not need to think to be able to set up a really list that's in, group all of your different pages and all of your different trackers and planners. And the reason I went with a Life OS system as opposed to a more traditional like project management, getting things done type of system, or this tile, and they have Unsplash, keep track, so that I have all my habits laid out here with checkboxes for each day of the week and each week in the month. Really simple, really straightforward, so I can check them off as I go. If I felt like it, I can convert these to tasks, set due dates, make them repeat every week. But I like this, and I created a template for it, so every single month I'm just gonna duplicate the template and set it up like fresh for the month. It's really simple, it's really easy. I like it. If I love this feature, and I set up a monthly recurring.
That makes sense. 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 I think I just gotta do stuff, to be honest. Which is what I've been saying for 2 hours now. Well, that's okay. We're learning things. Which I kind of like the way that he had his, where it was like he had all of, maybe I need like one for like the 8 category, 8 tags. So that lives as a tab inside of my planner, which is interesting. Okay. I'm getting closer to an idea of how I want to set this up. It's tough because it's like my entire life of everything. Whoa. Creative wonder. I think all of my different passion projects, yeah, nice. Nice. That's great. So here, then we can say, Jeez Louise, banjo. I don't know. I don't know what I want in there. I think instead of hyper over organizing it, I think we're just gonna say brain dump. Creative brain thoughts. We're gonna call this thoughts. Then we're gonna say this one is active versus good ideas for later. And so this is a task. Wonder if it'll auto fill for that. No. It's going to be weekly. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. because I live stream on Mondays. Okay. And so then when I'm in my planner, my task will show that the location is Creative Wonder. Fantastic. I wonder if it shows the page. And it shows the page. Wonderful. So then as I work in the different pages, I don't have to be like, what category is this in? Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm happy about that. I'm happy. And then if I want to, I could then add a note. And then I can add properties. Okay. File, image. And this came from Creative Wonder Thoughts. This is active. And then I wonder if I do this one too. And then I wonder if I can drag this. Oh, I can drag it over there. That's good. That's good. Okay. So the location won't show you which of the tables it's in, which is fine. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. No, it won't. That's okay. I like that it also shows that, like, it's overdue. So if I do that, I wonder if it will show for next week. Okay, so it automatically shows for next week. Okay, that's great. At least Control Z works. That's also great. So what I might do, because inside of here, it won't let me, I wonder if I can, Banjo, why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? My custom colors are gone. Oh, because I deleted it on the other one. Horrific. That's okay. Maybe. 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 Take it out of that. But this whole thing is in the collection of backlog, so... Banjo, we gotta relax, brother. So aside from clicking around and finding out, I also do love watching. I'm probably going to add their playlist to my watch later.
Hi to all. Welcome to
And I'm subscribed. Wonderful. When to use collections in xTiles.
So to find collections, you need to create a new page, and inside you will have plenty of options what to use inside. So basically a blank page, we also call it as creative page, is our page with styles. But we also have documents, and we have collections. Well, in here we have different views for collections. We have a gallery view, board, table, calendar, and a timeline.
Have you asked Mom?
So to find collections, you need to create a new page.
I think I'm just losing the track of the plot on the collections bit.
At Michigan Auto Law.
Yeah. But you can also toggle end date, and you the collection by different properties. So for example, we have a date, and we can sort it by. So yeah, can that's how you can connect a lot of data, even external data, with xTiles. Else about items. That's why we have like owner of the tasks of the feature or whatever. Yes, I hope everybody can see it. I'll make it slightly bigger. Yes, and inside each of the column, select tasks or whatever. It's not something I do like, but let's imagine that they are more than like tasks, but with more options like I know in progress, to do, completed, and so on. So we have to do, and as you can see, anytime we click on the cell, we from second collection to the first one. So for example, we can choose new table one again, and
You can link tables? Wait a minute. I think I'm losing track of the plot again. That's fine. That's fine. We're back. We're just gonna start filling stuff out. I thought there was a way you could like split and then oh well. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Don't need that. I will sort it out later. Right now I just want to make lists. And I'll probably keep clicking around for another 30 minutes and then I'll probably log off, but we will see. Wonder if you can like adjust the, ooh, yeah, you can. Nice. which is nice because then I can move this onto the calendar and that will all work together, which is nice. So that's cool that in this, I can look at my tasks specifically for this subsection if I wanted to. And then the backlog. Okay, I see. So then this could be a collection of like URLs, photos, this. Like it doesn't have to be just tasks. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if I could decide. It would be nice to be able to like in here decide, like send it out to those locations instead of having to go to that task. Like I really have to start seeing that the tasks is a place, a landing place, not a creation place. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Now I'm wondering if I should be building in sub-projects or if I should be building in individual pages. Let's go find out. Andrew, you're stressing. Let's see how that comes through on the other side. And that created a new location, so then I'm like, maybe that'll go into subprojects automatically. It didn't. Which is fair. I don't know which one I like better, to be honest. Because I think sub-projects will eventually become kind of humongous. But I don't know. I don't know. The nice thing about tasks is that the location comes in very consistently, which is nice. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll use sub-projects for more of life stuff, but then maybe the workspaces for professional stuff. Oh, so I've got bunches of them. Okay. Because I deleted it. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, that makes me feel better. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I'm going till 4:30, and then I need to switch gears because I didn't realize how fast the day has gone. On the clock. On the clock, on the clock. Okay. What might be nice... I'm never gonna really want by priority. I never operated that way. Also, let's relax. Banjo, you're stressing. Okay. And that's where I'm kind of thinking, because I would have to, if I wanted to get to, like, if I quickly wanted to get to my habit tracking page, for instance, to get to this, I would have to go through my planner, habit tracking, like all the way in through there to get there. Whereas I could instead, when I come here, I'd be like, oh, habit tracker, click right into it. And then I can link my individual pages to my planner if I want to. So although I like the idea and concept of the planner housing my sub projects, I kind of think I shouldn't organize it that way. Which is good that I'm figuring that out now. Oh, managing your one-pager projects. But it's not really one-pager projects, is it? Okay, I've decided. Each subset area is going to get its own project. Banjo, we gotta chill. Spaces. Okay, I wonder with my planner if it'll rope in all of my different spaces. It does. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I wish I could copy and paste all of these pages. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Yeah, okay. I like this because then I can copy between projects. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, that's great. That's great. So then, okay. I now am I'm confident now. Okay, the cool thing. So now that I have a better working understanding of subprojects versus projects versus my planner versus individual tables, I think what I'm gonna do, I've learned plenty in the last 2 hours, and I think it's not really quite interesting to see me just type in all of my, like, moving all of my stuff over. But what's cool about this is because of the way that I took the correct amount of time to understand the function, like the structure of how xTiles works, so that when I go to create and put everything in, I don't have to do it like 3 times, 4 times, whatever. So I'm gonna basically, I've got good vibes on this. I'm feeling confident now that I know that the functionality of projects versus subprojects versus planner work differently. And I think what I'll probably do is for habits or recurring things that I don't really want to do check boxes and kind of that nonsense, I'll do in my planner. But for like tactical one-off, mildly recurring but not really tasks will end up in their individual tables. Anyways, I think I just talked in tongues for 2 hours. But thanks for coming. Yeah. If I find I'm gonna try to homogenize all my ideas, and hopefully on Monday for the next office hours with Amber, I'm going to homogenize some thoughts and show my updates. But feeling good, even though I don't think my face says that. Okay, bye.